Q&A. So let me get my questions thing up here. Where's my questions thing? Ask your questions. Oh, ask your questions. Okay, you guys? So these can be questions about anything. Honestly, I'm totally an open book. So it can be about business. It can be about family. It can be about eating style. It can be about whatever. What are you curious about? Also, if you want to talk about your own business and strategy and stuff like that, feel free. This is stuff that I love to do. My favorite thing to do is to get people unstuck. So if you feel stuck in something, I love to get you out of the mud. Okay? So if you have something about that, then feel free. But we've got 20 minutes. Ask whatever you want. Oh, man. Oh, good morning, Amanda and Tina. I don't know why it's looking so weird. Aloha, Tina. Good morning. Mike's looking at it. Look, I have to like read it down. Isn't that weird?
Oh, that's weird.
Is that maybe because it's,
Okay.
Wonder if I did that. Nope.
Watch it. Let me do
Oh.
this.
Oh, Mike's going to fix things for me. I can't read your comments until I put them on the screen. That's what he's fixing. But anyway, so I was going to say something. I don't remember what it was. I'm not asking you to remember for me. Oh, yeah. YouTube. If you're watching on YouTube, it might just be a glitch.
I don't know why it's doing that.
Might just be a glitch.
You can still read it.
Well, I mean, no. But I can put it up here and then I can read it.
Oh,
So good morning from California. And good morning. Yay. Christiana said something. Good morning. There's Mike. This is what we look like. This is our Hawaii look. This is our Hawaii look, guys. He just walks around with his head like this in Hawaii. Everywhere we go. Oh my goodness. Anyway. But we truly don't look kept right now at all. And I don't even care. You guys know I don't care, right? I don't care at all. I'm a happy girl. We're going to go to the gym, and then we're going to go to... Okay, so there's a story I have to tell you. There's a story I have to tell you before I go into answering questions. And I pray it doesn't take longer than 20 minutes. But, okay, so there's a bird here. Last year, whenever Mike and I came, there was a bird here, and the bird's name is Butterscotch. And I love birds, okay? Like, love birds. Grew up with chickens. Just love birds, okay? And yes, chickens are birds, in case you were like, meh, they are. Anyway, so there was a bird here, and it's a cockatoo, right, Mike?
I don't know.
Okay, he said I don't know. He actually said it like, I don't know. That's how it actually came out. But he's like a cockatoo. So, you know, the big white ones that's heads go whoop, like all their little feathers come up and everything. I get them and cockatiels mixed up. I don't know why. Anyway, so I think it was a her, and her name was Butterscotch. And every morning at 10 a.m. in the lobby of the hotel, they would bring out butterscotch on someone's arm, and you could come and talk and play, and butterscotch would get on your arm and everything. Okay, so that was one of the biggest draws to come here again. Yes, Hawaii is amazing, but I love butterscotch, okay? And so whenever we came here, the first morning we go down in the lobby and we're like, where's Butterscotch? And apparently with the whole COVID stuff, all of the animals, all of the birds, because there used to be a lot of birds walking around, so I'm like, oh, yes, right? So there used to be all these birds walking around, and then we have Butterscotch. And with COVID, the Hilton had to surrender all of the birds to an animal sanctuary near here. And we found out the name of the animal sanctuary, and we're going there today. So you have to pay to go to this animal sanctuary, but it's got like zebras and monkeys and birds and all sorts of stuff. But Butterscotch is there. Butterscotch is supposed to be there. So whenever we get there, it's like the hunt for butterscotch. We're looking for butterscotch is the thing, okay? So I'll let you know if we find butterscotch today, but we're like, this is a serious thing. Butterscotch is like the sweetest bird ever. So anyway, also all of the other Hilton birds are gonna be there too. So like the ones with the little fans on their head, you know, they've got like a this, not like a chicken, not like a rooster, not that kind of fan, but it's like it looks like wheat, kind of. You guys know what I'm talking about? It's like a long neck, long legs, wheat looking like it comes out of its head. And then there was a little white bird too, and I don't know if that one went over there too. But anyway, so butterscotch. So I just went into a big long story about a bird. All right, so let me see what this question is. Okay, Angela, how do you get people to do beta tests? I have sent things out for free for them to test and no response after they agreed to review. I did withhold some of the stuff as not to give them the entire thing. So should I have sent the videos? Whoops, I have to get that back up so I can read it. Should I have sent all the videos and training and stuff instead of just associated documents? Well, whenever we ask people to do things for us, we need to make it as easy as possible for them to do that thing for us, because it can very, very quickly turn into a task instead of a benefit for them. So whenever we're asking people to beta test something, we need to always, always, always call out the benefit to them, and they should actually get a benefit from it, you know? So associated documents isn't a true beta test. I would send them the whole thing and then remind them of what they're going to get out of doing that thing, okay? People send me free stuff all the time and I don't do it because I don't know what it's, you know, I don't know what it's going to do for me. Like they have to explain it better. And then maybe I would take the time to actually do it. And that doesn't mean I'm a jerk or, you know, anything like that. It's just, I don't have a ton of time and nobody has a ton of time. I'm not different than anybody else, right? So nobody has a ton of time, and so if they're going to spend their time doing something, they need to be able to get good value out of it. So I would just call that out. And you could even call it out even with the same people that you've already given it to. And just say, hey, you know, just a reminder, this is what you're going to get out of this. Also, I realized I forgot to send videos and stuff like that before, so here those are. Just make it easy. It should be easy, easy, easy. Christiana, hi Mike. Oh, that is funny. Elle said, morning Mike. Oh, goodness. Whoops. I love all this info. Oh, good. Britt, good morning from Wisconsin. It's so weird to not be able to read these things. Vicky. I have been working on finding my people and went through questions, but still don't know where to find them, how to reach them, maybe overthinking it all, not sure. Been working on finding my people and went through the questions, but still don't know where to find them. So if you're in HBR, there's a strategy on where to find them. And that's, I mean, one of the things is through like groups that are associated with what you have in common with them. So it's not groups about the solution that you provide, because quite frankly, if they're in that group, they probably don't need you. We need to go to groups that that they would gravitate to early on. Okay, so like where they're at right now. So going to find those people there. There's one hack. Let's see. Heidi, good evening from Norway. You're so cute together. Aw, thank you. All the way from Norway, man. If you've been certified in an area, can you teach that and charge without infringing on someone else's published material? That depends on what you're certified in. That depends on where who you were certified with. Everybody has their own rules around that. So just reach out to the person that you're certified with and ask them where the boundary stops, like where that boundary is. Celia, good morning. Watched a lot of your older videos yesterday. Love them. Aw, yay. Christiana, I'm actually afraid of chickens. Mama had tried to get me when I was a kid. Oh, I had a rooster try to attack me when I was a kid. My dad literally kicked it because it was attacking, like it was, his spurs were up, his little feet. And my dad literally kicked him. And he looked like a cartoon. So like he rolled backwards. I don't remember if it was once or twice. It was just the concept that he actually rolled backwards that was weird. So he did like a backwards somersault. And then when he got up, he kind of did one of these. But yeah, he didn't attack me again. Whoops. Patty, I remember your live videos last year with Butterscotch. You remember them. See, Butterscotch is the best. Butterscotch is the best. L, my PGs always coo when they hear you talking. I think it's because we have similar voices, but still, PJ, love to Martha. Aww. Aww. I love it. Kimmy, can you give away too much info for free, or how do you decide what to give for free in your group and what to put in your signature program or mini courses? I have, if you're in HBR, first of all, go to the momentum calls. There are some momentum calls with that title even, or that are like, I think it's free versus course, something like that. Go in those, because those momentum calls are all about that. So I'm not going to give away all of that stuff because that's HBR specific. But basically, what you're wanting to do, how you doing over there? Basically, what you're wanting to do is you're wanting to, the entire goal in the lead group is for people to know that you know your stuff. And you want to be able to get them wins. You want them to be able to move the needle in what they're trying to move the needle on in some capacity. And then you lead them into the signature program where it's sort of like, here's all of the stuff. So a la 90 day to the 90 day side gig to main gig challenge in my lead group, totally free, but you're gonna know when you're in that challenge, like, oh my gosh, she knows her stuff. And then I'm always gonna say, like, when you're ready, jump into HBR, because that's where all of the everything is, right? And so it's always, it's letting them know that you know your stuff and it's helping them get wins, but then always alluding to everything is over here, yeah? So that's how it goes. But again, watch those momentum calls, because I get really deep on it in those momentum calls in the HBR student group. Okay, so make sure you go in there. Also, if you are not in HBR yet, I have to say this. It's half off right now, which is why I'm going to say it, and also because I just talked about it, so it makes sense. Message my Facebook business page, Livin the Dream with Martha. Message me the word case study, flash sale, makes no difference. Just hi Martha if you want. And we will have a chat about HBR. It's half off until I come back from Hawaii. So you only have a couple days left, but it is half off, and that's just because I'm enjoying Hawaii and I want for you guys to just be able to start this thing now. HBR is everything that you have been looking for. If you've been trying to grow an online business, if you've been trying to build an at-home business, HBR is everything you have been looking for, period. No BS. It's all just here. I tell you exactly what I do. And what I do, I continue to do over and over and over again, which has gotten me into reality shows and 4-book deals and all sorts of stuff, right? And people are like, how do you do this? HBR. I work the strategy. I still work the strategy. It's all, you do it and then you keep doing it. Okay, so there's that. All right, what is this one? What is the best way to, oh man, I can't see this. What is the best way to sell items through drop shipping on your website, or can you provide a good example? Cannot see. To look at. I don't drop ship, so I don't, you know, I don't have an example to look at, but I do know how to do it. So the best way to do drop shipping on your website, first of all, it's best to have like a Shopify account or something like that, and then you can integrate it in that way. My first question for you, because a lot of people get involved in drop shipping and maybe don't really understand what it is or how you even really do that well. My first question for you is, why did you choose drop shipping? Did you choose it because you saw a guy talking about drop shipping? Because there's a lot, you can make money at it, but with the stuff that I teach in HBR, you make so much more money. Drop shipping isn't that much money. Not unless you want to start paying for ads and stuff like that too. Just saying. Because essentially all you're doing is selling other companies' stuff. Your margin will never be as good on other companies' stuff as it will on your own stuff. Just a thing. Your profit margin is what I'm talking about. Christiana, how do I share my free consultation Zoom offers with people not in my lead group? Would I only do that in my lead group? Yeah, you would do that in your lead group, or also do it on email. You know, so like email or text notifications or whatever. You can also do it there. So if somebody has picked up a freebie of yours, then you'd be able to also share it in email to that person as well. So I would have that as your first. You know how I talk about email marketing and the very first email that comes back out to them, where it gives them the thing that they were waiting for. So like whether it's a guide or a video, something like that. But then also saying, you know, here's the other things that you're going to be learning from me. Here's the stuff that I'm going to be talking about in other emails. And then also say, if you want to have a chat, a consultation, don't make it a discovery call. Don't call it weird stuff. I don't know why people do that, but what they do is they essentially redefine these words like discovery call. Now that term is defined as sales call, because so many people have done it that now customer discovery or a discovery call is no longer a discovery call. It's a sales call. That's what people think it is. So we have to go with like the behavior of people and stuff like that. So I would call it something that's so down to earth that they can understand. Is literally, let me answer your questions for you. What questions do you have about this? And what questions do you have about, like Christiana, for you, like writing your book and whatever, right? Like what questions do you have? Let me answer those for you live. I'll give you about 10 or 15 minutes of my time. I can answer questions for you, and that's it. Like that's, and then of course you can pop in that you've got programs and stuff like that, but it can be just literally a question answering thing, okay? But you can do that just as the delivery email for like a freebie too. So that's what I would do. Let's see here. Whoops. Tina. Okay, we're gonna go with one more here. Oh, Amanda, how would you encourage a teen entrepreneur beginning her journey to grow when she doesn't have a Facebook or interest in having it? Yeah, you don't have to have Facebook. You just have to have a platform. So some kids like all sorts of different places. What place does she gravitate to? What social media does she gravitate to? Because what we have to have is a platform. We have to be able to talk to many people at once. So where is that? Doesn't have to be Facebook at all. Okay. You guys, I am popping out of here. Remember, HBR is half off until we leave Hawaii, which is only a few days away. I don't want to talk about it because I don't want to bring life to the fact that there's only a few days left. You guys have the best day. I will talk to you later. Bye-bye.